Welcome. I'm back with another extra. Look, you with the nasty pastor. As I said, I'm back with another extra. We're still in this pamphlet, Jesus and Islam. You know, this, here you go. There you go, Jesus and Islam. Now, since I was born 1970, you get me? 1970 on the head. 1970. You feel what I'm saying? When you look at that number is what? You got what I'm saying? That number go 197. 9 and 1 is 10. 10 is 7. 10 and 7 is 17. 7 and 1 is 8. Right? Is 8. And what does 8 represent in the year of 1980? Where is that? The number 8 is build, destroy. I probably was a thought to be aborted. You feel what I'm saying? Who knows? My mom was already struggling with just my brother. You feel what I'm saying? Well, let me say this again. My mom and my dad was already struggling with just my brother. When I came along, you know what I mean, that took food out everybody's mouth. You know what I mean? Instead of them getting 2 pieces of chicken, everybody had to get 1. You feel what I'm saying? If you really getting what I'm saying, if you really getting how I'm trying to explain this to you, you got what I'm saying. 8 is build and destroy. I probably could have been. I feel the way that I've been treated throughout my life before I ever done any wrong to anyone. You feel me? Before I done wrong to anyone, I probably was a child that was supposed to have been aborted. You feel what I'm saying? And to those that I know look upon my life, help guides my life. You know what I mean? I guess I'm that baby that was supposed to come in this world and build things. You feel what I'm saying? So I say this to you once again, you know what I mean? Mathematics plays a big part of our universe. You know what I mean? And to know the universal mathematics does help you along in life and understanding the things that go on, not just in your life, but goes on in your environment. You feel what I'm saying? You know, I just, put it to you this way, life has ups and downs. Life is one big struggle. Life is one big test. There's things you shouldn't want to touch in this world. There are things you should go after in this world. There are things you should hold on to in this world. And there are definitely things you should believe in. You don't have to see it to believe it. You should just believe in it. You feel what I'm saying? Anyway, you should just believe in it, because there are some things that move in your life that I know you don't understand. Give me, if you really understand life to the fullest, give me an understanding how you wake up in the morning. Come on, give me, not just in the morning, how you wake up after you've been in a deep sleep. Give that to me. Give that to me. And if you tell me that alarm clock is always the answer for you, then I know you're a liar. You feel what I'm saying? I know you're a liar. Now, if you tell me that while you're asleep, you outside your body and you wake yourself up, show me. Please show me. Please show me. Make a video and show me you getting outside your body, waking yourself up. Show me. Anyway, as I said, I am the nasty pastor, and we're back with another extra. We're in this pamphlet, Jesus and Islam. And as I said before, you know what I mean? Ain't it really, how to say it? Isn't it really not funny, but isn't it really revealing why now maybe maybe they're pushing 15 years, maybe close to 20 years of accepting Jesus and Islam. Why? Why? You're owning up to a mistake you made, but look at what you've done in the black community. So when are we going to get an apology? When? Those that have been bamboozled and tricked out, they're owed a apology. When are you going to apologize to these people? When? They have just alone in Richmond, Virginia, some of them been smacked. Some of them has been disowned by their families because their families are telling them, you don't know what you're talking about, saying that Jesus never existed. You feel what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? You owe these people an apology. Apologize to them. Let's go and get into this read. And today's extra read, a test of wills. As the message of Jesus began to gain wider acceptance, a small group of hypocritical and self-serving men began plotting against him. They were some of the priests and leaders of the Israelites whose status and wealth depended upon their position as the sole interpreters of religion to the masses. They pursued him and his followers and plotted to crucify him on a Roman cross. They were sure they had killed him, but God protected Jesus, saved him from their schemes, and raised him up to himself. God says in the Quran, they said, we have killed the Messiah, Jesus, son of Mary, the Messiah of God. They did not kill him, nor did they crucify him. Though it was made to appear like that to them, those that disagreed about him are full of doubt. With no knowledge to follow, on this supposition, they certainly did not kill him. God raised him up to himself. God is almighty and wise, and that's in Quran 4, 157/158. And you best believe, you know what I mean, sooner or later we're going to dig into this Quran, you know what I mean. It's an English version, and it's from the same people that I'm reading these pamphlets from, you know. So we're going to dig up in here, and if you, like I said, if you really follow me, if you really on my accounts, you know, I seen Jesus' name in here. I seen Abraham. Every Jewish name I seen in the Holy Bible is in here. Every Jewish name. You feel what I'm saying? But the way that Islam was presented to the black community in the 70s, the 80s, and maybe the beginning part of the 90s, Jesus, you know what I mean, ain't no such thing as Jesus. There's no such thing as Jesus. You got what I'm saying? My buddy, her name's Shahida Tiger. You know what I mean? She's a Muslim. You know what I mean? She's from Cross Seas. You got what I'm saying? And when I moved into her woman's house, you know what I mean? She basically asked me one day. I didn't challenge her. She wanted to challenge me about Jesus, and she said, "There's no such thing as Jesus." I said, "Yeah, it is." Yeah, and that was the end of the conversation. I walked on, because I was in the kitchen cooking. I went on, got my food, walked on upstairs, and you know what I mean, finished, you know, eat lunch or dinner, whatever it was. You know, people play games with you, and they test you. You know what I mean? I know she's a Muslim. You get what I'm saying? If she's not one, then she's a liar. And she's a person, I guess, if you say that she's a liar, she's going to say that, well, I was testing him. You feel what I'm saying? And I don't need to be tested at all. And another thing, you know what I mean? I'm not going to sit there and say that she don't eat pork, so that makes her a Muslim. No, I can't say that. She might got high blood pressure, so she don't want to eat pork. You feel what I'm saying? So there was nothing really to go by besides her word and her showing me a Quran that she's a Muslim. You understand what I'm saying? I've never seen her pray. I've never seen that. Now, if I see her pray and I'm listening to what she's praying, then yeah, I would say she's a Muslim, because I've seen Muslims pray. I've watched Muslims pray. You feel me? Let's go and dive back into this. Hence, Islam teaches that God rescued the noble Jesus by removing him from this world. God raised him to the heavens to a place near him and will cause him to return to this world at a later time. With their messenger gone, the devoted followers of Jesus tried to maintain the purity and clarity of his teachings. However, in the next few centuries, some clearly Christians developed different beliefs about Jesus. They held that he was divine, calling him the Son of God, which eventually became the dominant Christian belief. In contrast, others maintained he was not the literal Son of God or God himself, but a messenger sent by the one God. Muslims share this second view of the early Christians, holding that Jesus was sent to guide his people just like the other prophets before him. Yeah, there you go. Because Jesus is my blueprint. For you to I'm a Kimite, but Jesus is my blueprint to heaven. You feel what I'm saying? Everything I've been taught, everything I've read, everything that I feel that I've self-mastered, I've read about that in Jesus before I ever really touched it in my own culture. You get it? And then when I read about Horus' life is just the same as Jesus is. Horus realized something in his life that Jesus knew from the jump. You get what I'm saying? From the jump. And Jesus fought off Satan every day. Every day. And meant won't gonna give into that devil. Meant it. Meant it. Look. We done wrapped up this extra. Like I said, I am the nasty pastor. You got what I'm saying? I am the nasty pastor. And like I said, again, during this reading, for you Muslims, for you of the Islamic faith that told us, you get me? Told us there's no such thing as Jesus. Apologize. Apologize to some people's lives that you have destroyed, because see, there are some people that got kicked out their houses. There are some people that have lost their jobs. There are a lot of people across this United States have lost their life saying there's no such thing as Jesus. I'm out and I love you.